Hey everybody, we're back. We're back.
Back in the building.
Back in the building, and the brick is out. It is still freezing. Not happy.
Most definitely. Most definitely.
That's why I got the hoodie on. But
Amen.
as you can see, we have our guest back again. Casey is back in the house. Casey, thank you
Casey
so
from the
much for joining us.
gym.
Casey from the gym, baby.
Yes, indeed. Shout out to Harbor Fitness. I was just
Shout
there
out
this
Harbor
morning.
Fitness. Good to be back with the fellas.
Oh yeah. Glad to have you
Absolutely.
back here. Glad to have you back.
Absolutely. And who are we again? Oh, that's right. Clay from Brooklyn, football with the fellas. And who's my co-host? Who's my partner?
It's your man Mazo, baby. It's all about Big Blue. And we welcome you again, Casey, from the gym. And
Good
Absolutely.
to be. Good to be
this is
back with the
exciting.
fellas.
This is exciting.
Absolutely.
This is exciting.
Somebody was asking me, how do I know Mazo? We grew up together. I've known Mazo since we were in middle school. We
Oh
played
yeah.
flag
Oh yeah.
football together and whatnot. I mean, this is among other things.
Who was on the Giants teams back then? I mean, this is back in the this is
This
back in the
is
John Mendenhall days.
yes, yes. This is late 60s, early 70s. This is, we were bad for a long time. So,
Oh boy.
you know,
Oh boy.
the years we're going through now are painful, but relatively speaking, this is light stuff. This is light stuff.
What was Tarkenton the quarterback then?
Hey, part of that time, yes. But I
Sneed?
Randy Johnson.
Oh yeah.
I go back to the Ali Sherman coaching days. So,
Who- Casey. That's black and white. I think that was the black
it's
and
black
white
and white. It's
show.
black and white.
The
Black
line
and
was,
white TV is back then.
it's an honor to be on, and I don't want to be ageism, but I was surprised that TVs were around. What do you know? You guys were just talking there for a second. I was like, is this on our AM Bob Shepard AM radio dial, or what are we doing here?
There was a lot of AM radio happening too. This is
A
true.
lot of it.
But I will say the Giants have been sold out every game of my life. Every game of my life. Now, that doesn't mean that the butts were in seats, but the tickets were sold
Right.
every single game of my life,
Which is amazing.
which is
still
amazing because we've been terrible. But they find a way to do that. Even with planes flying overhead and whatnot with signs and
Oh yeah. I remember that.
We're up against it. I like to say that they've won the Super Bowl every decade of my life. So we only have four
Few
more
minutes.
years to do this thing.
We have a few minutes left.
The clock is running.
The clock is
running out.
ticking.
Oh, I throw that in all the Cowboys and Eagles fans that work with me all the time. We're the only team in any sport with championships in the 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, and the 2010s. No other team in no other sport has that but us.
Wow.
So I'm
Wow.
very proud of that record. Very proud.
So we have a positive distinction for the New York Giants that's
Yes,
not
yes.
something like L's.
Exactly. Exactly. We have some good records as well as bad records. Excellent. So listen, there's a lot to talk about. There's been a lot going on in Giants land and in the NFL in general. Shout out again to Big Dash Nose for the hat. I appreciate you. John Towers, you had. But among many things, Eli didn't get in again. What is that about?
I'm standing in solidarity with my Super Bowl 42 number 10 jersey today.
I see that.
As
I love
the
it.
fourth best day of my life, I owe to Eli Manning outside of my marriage and the birth of my children. I mean,
That's
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 it. That's it.
That's a
I
good
mean,
place to put it. I
Eli
can see
Manning
that.
not being in the Hall of Fame, what else you got to do? I mean, what exactly is it? 100 less interceptions than Brett Favre, two-time Super Bowl MVP, Iron Man streak to end them all. I mean,
There is no other athlete in any other sport that is a two-time MVP of their championship event that is not in the Hall of Fame.
Right, right.
In no sport has that ever happened before. Eli is currently the only name on that list. I'm the two-time MVP of our championship event. I'm eligible for the Hall of Fame, but I'm not in the Hall of Fame.
Jim Plunkett.
He's not a two-time MVP.
What? Okay, got you.
Wow,
Two-time
Jim
Super Bowl
Two-time Super
champion,
Bowl
one-time
winner,
MVP.
but only one-time MVP.
Okay, there we go.
So he's a two-time MVP, but not in the Hall.
It's just not a thing. And
Wow.
people talk about his one-loss record. Why is that a quarterback stat? That
Yeah.
drives me crazy.
It's not a quarterback.
How is that a quarterback stat? In 2018 alone, which was the last full year he started, We led the NFC East in scoring. We scored more points than any other team in the NFC East. He left the field 4 times for the last time with the lead, and we lost those 4 games. 4 times in that season, he walked off the field with the lead, and the defense gave it up, and we lost.
And he gets the L.
He gets the L. Why is that an Eli L? 59 minutes. Like, look at the Jackson Dart game against Dallas this year. I'm sorry, against Denver this year, or the Russell Wilson game against Dallas. If you score a touchdown with 30 seconds left and put your team in the lead, then you go sit down, you got a W. And then the defense walked to the field and gave back the L. Why is that the quarterback's fault?
I'm wondering about Walter Payton, Dick Butkus, Joe Thomas, who won a grand total of about 9 games in their career.
Joe Thomas saw no playoff games.
Joe Thomas was on a 1-win team and a 0-win team, or 2 1-win teams,
and no playoff games.
And we talked about him.
And he's a no question Hall of Famer.
Yeah, and Dick Butkus, I think, is about the same. He was on a 1-win team
with Gale Sayers.
Yeah.
I mean, does you think it has something to do with like Eli's countenance that he's kind of like, he's not flamboyant,
he's an all shucks guy,
yeah, he's Opie,
I think jealousy plays a role in it. I mean, the Mannings are the royal family of the NFL. They have made it Manning Inc. Their brand is an oh shucks thing,
right?
I'm curious if it is a jealousy. I mean, I think we'll find out when Ben Roethlisberger gets in this year.
Oh God,
and you don't hear the reports of him not getting in, which kind of tells me that he'll be
right.
I don't know.
Unfortunately, Phillip Rivers came back to play this year, so his clock resets.
Starts all over again.
He would have been going in also.
Oh wait, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you both a question. Is Eli in the ring of like the Giants?
Oh yeah. He's
there, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. It just seems that
the only good news I can say about this is that if they didn't even put the coach with the most Super Bowl wins of all time in the Hall of Fame this year,
right?
And that speaks to the problems with that process.
Yeah, it's a personal thing.
If Belichick didn't get in, nobody should get in.
Right,
they should just shut it down this year and say, "Well, we ain't got nobody."
There is talk of that too. There's talk of some people are talking about picketing and just not going, and I'm like, you're gonna go.
But I'm just saying that speaks to some of the inconsistency. So Eli didn't get in, bothers me no end, but it bothers me more that Belichick didn't get in.
Right. Yeah.
Like,
that's just absurd. That's just absurd. That's like Babe Ruth is not in the Baseball Hall of Fame.
Right. Like, what do you have to do? Like,
that's what we're doing.
What are the qualifications that Belichick didn't meet?
Yeah, exactly. That's like, Michael Jordan was in Atlantic City the night before the NBA Finals, so we're not going to put him in the Hall of Fame. Like, what does one have to do with the other in terms of what we're doing here?
Right.
So my point is, the three of us should start our own Hall of Fame, and we'll just establish realistic criteria and put actually great people in.
The Fellas Hall of Fame sounds like a perfect August edition.
Exactly.
Winning the big game, stopping the team that had the best was Segona had the best record
ever.
MVPs.
And I mean, it's like he also had the record for most fourth quarter touchdown passes in a season. Now, Russell Wilson, ironically, broke that record, but Eli set the record for most fourth quarter touchdown passes in one season. So for those people who say, well, he wasn't clutch, what are you talking about? And for those people who say that his defenses carried him to those 2 Super Bowls, no, they didn't. I mean, those defenses, especially in the Super Bowl, were very good. But if you look at the stats all year long, neither of those defenses or running games were particularly good. Eli got hot in the playoffs and carried us. And yes, the defenses were good, but it wasn't defense. It wasn't Trent Dilfer. This they make it seem like it was a Randy. Not Randy Johnson. What was the other quarterback name that had no business winning, but he was carried? Well, Trent Dilfer was one of them, but not Randy.
I was thinking of McMahon when they won when
McMahon, the Bears won.
Yeah.
What team, Clay? What team you thinking?
Oh,
Tampa Bay.
Brandon. Oh, Trent. It wasn't Trent.
not Dilfer? No. It'll come. I know who
It'll
he's
come.
talking about.
Anyway, there's been
I know he's talking about.
with us. Jeff Hostetler won with us. I mean, how many other games did he win?
Yeah.
Nick Foles won one with the Eagles.
Right. Nick Foles is a good example.
Yeah. So I'm just saying, but that's not what happened with Eli at all.
And Eli kind of had this thing too, where people forget how bad his offensive line was in the peak, in the middle of it all. He had the first Super Bowl, outstanding, Kareem McKenzie, whole bit, got it. We're all on the same page there. But he played through 10 years of a declining David Deal, Eric Flowers, and a rotating cast of characters that was not doing him any favors.
Getting a beating back there.
Yes.
And you know what's funny? What's wrong with getting hot in the playoffs, which is the most important time of the season? I'd rather my quarterback be lukewarm during the season and get hot in the playoffs. And it seems like that's a W going to happen there. So that's just me. I'm sorry.
Rather than say the Dak Prescott, Tony Romo path, which is
right.
Lamar Jackson right now.
Lamar Jackson. Josh Allen, dare I say. Although Josh actually plays well, but doesn't get the W's.
Right.
No, absolutely. If you and we were road warriors those years. Like we didn't host the NFC Championship game, right? We went on the road and beat people's behinds in their house.
And who could forget in the rainstorm against a Harbaugh, helmet turned around.
Oh yeah,
Patrick Willis.
Oh man,
wow.
I personally think if this was the happiest I've been, best football game I've ever seen, 2011 NFC Championship game.
That was crazy.
Defeating the 49ers. Wow. That's it. That's the winner.
Wow.
That was crazy. They were on him all game long. He just kept getting up off the ground.
And he was on them all game long, baby.
Yes.
He's feeling Victor Cruz.
Yes.
I think just put a smile on my face when you caught me that game. Those were the days.
Those were the days, baby.
Brad Johnson. That was his name. Brad Johnson.
Okay, yeah, Brad Johnson.
Brad Johnson. I don't care. You could have given me 3 more hours and I wouldn't come up with Brad Johnson. I mean, that's the point I'm talking about. Jeez.
Yeah, Brad Johnson was another Super Bowl winning quarterback that when Big Ben won his first ring, he was carried to that ring, right? That, he got on the bus and, and let the bus and the defense carry him. It's not like Big Ben threw for 400 yards. Now, the second one, he was great, but the first one, he was just along for the ride. Anyway, so Eli definitely should be in the Hall. It's personal or it's a New York bias or something. But again, if Belichick didn't get in, they just all their credibility is shot. So that makes me feel a little bit better.
I agree.
We had talked earlier, Casey, about some of the other teams' hirings and how those may impact Giants Nation.
We did. I got a 30 seconds if you'll indulge me.
Sure.
I had to catch up with the fellas this week. My job requires me to get up hours and hours before daylight. I'm turning on, plays on my YouTube screen, shirt and tied, Giants hat, DJing, and I'm feeling myself. I'm waking up the house. I'm like, let's go. And my question for you is, I don't know if you guys are feeling this, but the season ends, and for Giants fans, the season almost immediately begins in terms of excitement level. It's another season that just happened. I mean, we just won 4 games, and Clay's throwing a party like it's Freddy's on Fifth Avenue in Brooklyn in 2001. I'm up here 4:55 a.m. Like, let's do the thing.
Let's go.
I mean, we have Josh Azudu and Evan Neal and John Michael Schmitz and everyone else that's about to get cut by John Harbaugh with a front row seat at the press conference, lining up like they're, looking for a job, which they are. And I mean, is this the best week? Is this the best week after a 4-win season that anyone has ever had? Ever? I
Think of
mean,
that. A
the
4-win season.
excitement of the search,
Right.
we're
True.
following it like it is a true crime podcast. I mean, they're eating dinners in basements. I'm looking up how good the food is on Google Review. I'm like, we're tracking jets. We're doing all of the things. We land
Wait for the
them.
smoke to come out the roof like the
Right,
The
right.
blue smoke comes out of 1925 New York Giants Drive. And I'm thinking to I almost wore a shirt and tie to this. I figured all the new extra eyeballs we're going to be getting. I don't know. You guys correct me if I'm wrong, but is this the best 2-week period after a 4-win season
I
ever
would go with you.
for any team ever?
It's
I would
definitely
go
on
with
the
it.
short list.
Yeah.
That's
This
why
is
that's
it.
why it's all about Big Blue. It's all about Big Blue, baby.
Yeah. Welcome back
Absolutely.
to everyone that got out of the content creation game in October when they had won 2 games. We're glad you've returned. Welcome back.
Welcome back. Very well
So-
said. Very well said. Yeah, this, as Mezo and I have said many times, our season starts when the season ends.
Right. They empty their lockers. They go to Cancun because they're at Cancun. They're at the villas already. They know what was going to happen. So they had the big trash bags ready before the game. They just emptied the lockers, got out, and then you know what Clay did, right? Oh, wait a minute. Clay's got out the mock draft. Let me see. Did he get the one? I think we were on week 2, and he already had his mock drafts going. In week 2 of the season. Week 2.
I don't know if it was week 2, but certainly by week.
It was week 2. Wait a minute. It was in the preseason. He had a mock draft in the preseason. He has a 24/7, 365 mock draft going. Casey,
I know. I mean,
In
you don't have to
fairness-
tell me twice. I've gotten caught with this guy for 3-hour coffee dates, and we're talking about 5th round right guards coming out of North Dakota State.
gotta get him.
I do a
Have you
mock
seen
every
this
day.
guy?
I'd say at least 320 days a year I do a mock draft. At least.
You got it. Yeah,
But-
I sent you the snow day. I had a coworker that was ready to roll on Clay's first mock draft. That's what he thought we are going to be speaking about. And I was like, give us a couple days. We're in the lab.
We got
We're
time.
breaking down film. We're reading the tweets on the Senior Bowl. Give
Which
them a
starts
minute.
in an hour, by the way. The Senior
Which
Bowl
starts
comes
in an
on at
hour.
2:30 on NFL Network. I already have the DVR set. I'm ready.
In Casey's background, you see who he has up there. That's
Yeah.
an important.
Yeah.
That's an
The
important
number
player for
one
the Giants.
Giants free agent priority.
That's
I mean, listen. So I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you another. Here's my other 30-seconder. I'm driving home. I'm enjoying my free Sirius XM when you get a car. You get the free 6 months, and I'm listening to Mad Dog Unleashed.
oh my
Commentator
gosh.
is going. What is stopping the Titans now that Brian Daboll is the OC from signing Daniel Bellinger and Wan'Dale Robinson?
Ooh.
And I'm thinking to myself, this is a Clay move. Clay has been trying to trade the worst players of the Titans for the worst players of the Giants. I'm thinking pretty soon we're going to be throwing in Eric Flowers and Matt Dodge if they'll take it to the Titans. And I'm thinking he's the only guy on planet Earth that's concerned about that type of trade. And turns to find out, Clay started a national media conversation. Yeah, he's on it. But keep my man Daniel Bellinger in blue. That's what that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
And as those of you who saw the last time Casey was on, remember how we ended that show with me saying that Daniel Bellinger was the best tight end the Giants have had since Jeremy Shockey. And I stand behind that. Best tight end since Jeremy Shockey. Now,
Better
we've
than
had
Boss.
other decent tight ends from time to time, right? We've had, the Kevin Bosses and we've had other, there's people who are decent. Martellus Bennett had a hot 20, 30 minutes.
He was good.
Larry Donnelly had a couple of good games. We've had a couple.
Was
Larry
Tucker
Donnell.
Fredrickson back there?
Larry Donnell. Yeah.
Yeah.
We've
What
had
about
a
Tucker
couple.
Fredrickson? Was Tucker Fredrickson? Was he
No, he was a running back.
Was Tucker a tight end?
He was a running back.
You sure?
1965, first overall pick. I'm still in therapy. The Giants had the first overall pick in the draft. We picked Tucker Fredrickson. San Francisco went second. They took Ken Willard, another running back. The Bears had the third and fourth picks. you may have heard of the guys they picked up, Dick Butkus and Gale Sayers.
There we go. There we go.
And I'm still in therapy over this. And I was 6, and I was like, we took who? At 6, I knew that Gale Sayers was better than Tucker Frederickson.
Clay,
So our
answer me this,
GM
though.
room was questionable even back then.
Yes.
Clay, did you have Daniel Bellinger on your original opening day roster? Yes or no?
In 2025?
This season, did you have him
Did
on
he?
your projected roster?
Yes, because we were in 12. I had him and Theo Johnson.
I had Theo. And the
I
guy
had
that
him
was
and
got
Theo as a 2 tight end set.
and the guy that got cut and then went to the Dolphins. I thought that was your
Greg
guy.
Dulcich. We should have kept him too. Yes.
Yeah, he was good.
Yeah, no, Daniel Bellinger is a better 2-way tight end than Theo Johnson. He has great hands. He's at least as good a blocker as Theo Johnson. Theo Johnson's a better athlete, and he's more likely to catch the 30-yard pass, but he's also more likely to drop the 5-yard pass.
I mean, it's the reason why Likely may come over from
from
the Ravens.
Right. Speaking of likely, exactly.
I like that.
Nice segue.
And I definitely want you got to call it again. The center from
Kyle
the
Linderbaum,
Ravens.
yes.
I want him to come over. It'd be nice.
Wait, Casey, you're muted.
He's on mute right now.
I'm on mute because I'm so excited about what Mazo just had to say. I don't want to. You wind me up, I'm going to be going for the next 35 minutes. I know my role with the fellas, and that's not to take up too much airtime because I'm
all good.
Giants. We're in business. I wanted that man at pick 5 years ago. That guy is good.
That's the guy.
That is my guy. He's good. I don't cut. John Michael Schmitz was shaking his hands goodbye for all I care. At the John Harbaugh,
I'm with you.
Press conference.
See, I want them.
Clay talks about identity, and I think if you put Linderbaum there, you have Andrew Thomas, you got an All-Pro left tackle, you have an All-Pro center, you have
if
John Philadelphia Eagle Runyon Jr. One of the guards.
Now we keep Illuminor.
Or as I say, or you got pick 5, or you got pick 5 at the other tackle. Now you have a bit of an identity.
Absolutely. And Marcus Bowe looked good last year. I don't know exactly where he fits in, to be honest.
He fits in, though.
We lose Illuminor. I think he's the right tackle, unless we draft the right tackle with the 5th pick. But he looks like a player that.
Oh,
well, I'm just saying he looks like he could be one of a solid unit of 5. Like he looks like more than just a swing tackle to me. He looks like somebody that should.
Casey, I made that face about picking a lineman at 5 because Clay knows I want a receiver. I want
a skill guy, Mazo.
I want a receiver at 1. I want Dart to come out of the huddle and look to his left and see, an All-Pro receiver on the left and an All-Pro receiver on the right. I got options. You
got options.
That's what I want.
I couldn't agree more. When I started watching your guys' show, you were all about Judkins on the or second round running back. I love that move. Clay hated it. I'm with you on that one. Clay was going North Dakota right guard type of situation.
Community college.
North Dakota Community College. And Gray Zabel is outstanding going to the Super Bowl. And
is it because of him, though? Is it because of him?
It's not because of him.
Can we get somebody who can catch the ball, though, that can help, help our
guys
out?
That on day 2 or 3. There's a lot of people that can catch the ball. There's not that many trenchers that are really worth it. It's just not.
This wasn't on my script for today, but I want to back Mazo up on this for wide receiver for this point. And we don't know what Neighbors is going to be immediately week 1 out of the gate.
That is my concern. That is my concern.
That is a long list. Same thing with Scadaboo. I mean, we're projecting a lot here.
Right. We are.
And
no question.
What they have now potentially could be even less in week 1, depending on what happens with Wan'Dale Robinson, depending on what, I don't think that we are penciling in anyone right now at a skill position period. Like it probably
Like Jalen
is.
Hyatt. Right.
Yeah.
Well, we still have Darius Slayton under contract.
Do
Okay.
it.
Okay.
Yep.
We still
Okay.
have Theo Johnson. We
I
still
mean,
have
you do need someone to
Tyrone
run out the
Tracy.
water bottles. I agree. Okay.
We got Tyrone Tracy. Cam Scatterboo, they say, is way ahead of schedule.
Okay. Okay.
I'm not worried about the offense, guys. I'm not. I'm just not worried about the offense.
I
This
want
can score in the 20s. If Neighbors doesn't play until week 7, we can score in the 20s with this offense. We can't stop anybody. And the reason we're scoring in the 20s, not the 30s, is because the offensive line could be better. If the offensive line was better, we could score 30 with this current roster.
Hence poaching poaching guys from Harbaugh's old team. Grab a couple of those guys. I want the offense to be not just manageable. I want the offense to be dynamic. Dynamic. And then after that first pick, go crazy. Go get defensive guys. Go get them. Go get them after that. Go get the offensive line.
Then we're the 2024 Cincinnati Bengals and we'll lose games 38-35.
No.
I mean, Clay, but there's a difference though between the Bengals, and that is not, it kind of reminds, it's not for lack of trying on the defense. They spent big, right? Banks a first round pick. Paulson, they gave him $60 billion to play 3 games, and
Javon Holland.
Banks a first round. Javon Holland is not that good, but we want him to be good and paid him like he was very good.
Kyle Newman was the second round pick.
Is what, pick 40 in the draft? I mean, it is not for, and then we have Carter, Dexter Lawrence. I mean,
yeah,
it's not a lack of. No one looks at the Giants offense as like, I'm going to draft one of these players in fantasy football that they ended with. You look at the defense.
Good point.
Independently, who are you? Like, that is we started the season. This is a top 10 defense, like on paper.
Yes.
They totally underperformed. Similarly to when we had the Giants had Nate Solder, Eric Flowers.
Oh boy.
Guy from the Jaguars.
So what I'm hearing you say is
that
both sides of the ball need to get better. And I agree.
That's true.
I'm looking at the stats. When you look at where we finished offensively points per game and defensively points per game, the offense was better. And when you look at
wait.
Giants
is that saying a lot? Because the defense wasn't that good. So the offense could just been, we could have had the guys on the practice squad playing on our offense, and it would have been better in our defense play.
No question.
We did. Now we could have. We did. Yes. Isaiah Hodgins, Gunnar Olszewski was out there.
Jordan Humphrey before he got poached.
Jordan. We did have the guys on our practice squad.
Everybody but Turbo, who's the one I wanted, got to play.
Yeah, I wanted Turbo.
Here's my point. So by week, let's say 8 at the latest, Scatterboo and Neighbors are back. Scatterboo and Neighbors are back probably week 1. But I'm going to say by week 8, no worse than week 8, they'll be back.
You're 2-6.
Right.
But to a team that was scoring in the 20s without them, you now add basically 2 first-round picks in Malik Neighbors and Cam Scatterboo.
But we're 2-6 talking a mock draft again.
We have 2 picks in the first 100. We have 2 picks in the first 100. So if we don't spend those on defense, then basically we're not adding to the defense through the draft. Now, maybe we do in free agency. But I'm just saying, to a defense that was bad, like 37th in the league against the run, bad, we're adding no one, but to an offense that scored in the 20s already and is getting 2 first-round picks back by no later than week 8, that's where you want to improve. I don't see it. I don't see it.
I can't.
I would love, Mazo, we played on a flag football team that was scoring more than Nebraska back in the 80s.
Right.
Every week we would say, how many Nebraska score on Saturday? All right, that's what we have to on Sunday. I get it. Offense is exciting. It's sexy. It sells tickets. It's great. I love offense. Giants football is defense. I want some linebackers that are sideline to sideline.
I got you.
Tackles, covering tight ends out of the backfield. And I want to stop the run, like all four of our rings.
There's those guys in the second round. There's those guys. And we can actually make deals. No, we don't have a third round pick this year, do we?
No, his name is Jackson Dart.
Okay, so it's got to be through free agency then. That we pick
no
up.
Money.
We'll get some money. We'll get some money. We'll do. We'll do.
Listen, I think we're all on the same page that we want both sides of the ball to be better.
Oh, we definitely do. Definitely do. Definitely.
And there's ways to make that happen between trades, free agency, and the draft. Some combination of those things and better coaching. Maybe Darius Alexander gets unlocked with this new coaching staff. But so far to date, Harbaugh has brought 9 coaches from the Ravens.
I thought Darius Alexander was on your flag football team. That guy is a bajillion years old.
He is a little long in the tooth.
I hope he gets unlocked at the tender age of 35 as a second-year player in the NFL.
The tender age.
He's been around college for a minute. It's true.
Did he have another helmet?
He was pre-COVID in college.
Oh yeah.
But Harbaugh's brought 9 coaches, so it's going to be a completely different staff. And maybe we find a Marcus Bowe, a Darius Alexander, Elijah Chapman, somebody that's already here that performs better now. Great.
You want me to say Hyatt again?
No.
Can he do anything with Hyatt?
No. In fact, the wide receivers coach that we just hired is the guy that told Hyatt that he only has one talent, which is speed. Remember that clip that came out when Hyatt was coming out of college?
The Cowboys guy.
The Cowboys coach saying, yeah, really, all you have is speed. He's like, no, I can run routes. He was like, yeah, show me. That is our wide receivers coach now.
Okay. So Hyatt's an ex-Giant right now. Okay.
He's not. Hyatt is out.
Okay. Gotcha. He'll be in New Orleans then, right? Something like that.
He'll probably be on Kansas City and lighten it up because Mahomes can reach him.
So Harbaugh brought 9 coaches, but he did not bring what?
He did not bring Todd Monken, the offensive coordinator.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah.
Well, it wasn't his fault. It's not like he didn't try.
Right.
Yeah.
And the Giants they fired their coach, what, second? Giants fired their coach first?
Yes.
They played the long game to get Harbaugh.
Right.
And won.
And now what? With the OC thing is a little bit tough. What are you guys thinking?
For
OC, what are you gonna do? Davis Webb.
I like Davis Webb, and I know it sounds crazy, but I would
become a hot name.
I would be okay with him.
You really would? Because he's become a hot name recently, Davis Webb.
Yeah. I would be okay with that.
I just think, is his philosophy to open it up, or is it more of a ground game?
We don't really know. He hasn't had that role yet. He's been a quarterback's coach. First of all, he's like, 28 years old himself. Like he could still.
He's 3 years younger than Darius Alexander.
Exactly.
How long has he not been playing?
2 years.
That's it.
Yeah, he was just here a minute ago. In fact, when Kenny Golladay was here,
yes,
Kenny Galladay's only touchdown as a Giant was a pass from Davis Webb in the last game of his Giants career. Of their Eagles career. Davis Webb threw him a touchdown pass. That was each of their only touchdowns.
You mean he would go from backup quarterback to our OC?
But he was quarterback's coach for the last 2 years. Again, it would be rolling the dice, but I don't think any bigger than rolling the dice by hiring Joe Judge or Brian Dable.
It would be.
Davis Webb
back to old school Giant football, just ground game it, and then hit our tight ends.
Then why do you want a wide receiver?
Why do I want one? Because if we go by what you're gonna want to do, we gotta go to ground game.
Because he doesn't want to run the Army wing T, which is what we're gonna have to do week 1.
Exactly.
The wishbone. I want the wishbone. Where's Conrad Holloway when I need him?
We're gonna be doing the before face mask style leather helmet offense.
Right.
The wishbone with 2 tight ends was fine with me. I was all about that. Thomas Lott, Conrad Holloway, those were good times.
You want Dart to come to the line of scrimmage and look to his right, neighbors on his right, and there's like three defensive guys just waiting for him to come out there because they don't care about the other guys.
Then we hit Daniel Bellinger up the seam on the left.
Hey,
Here we
now
go.
we're getting somewhere.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, all right.
All right. I was waiting to drop the controversial piece of the OC, and I think I'm ready to do it.
Okay.
Something I'm thinking about with Davis Webb is the backup quarterback is always the most popular guy in town.
Yes.
And he was the backup quarterback to Eli. He was going to succeed Eli. He was a coach's son, blah, 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 blah. Great. Right. Then he goes to Denver, calls 0 plays, and Sean Payton's calling the plays. And you're right. It's like kind of like what's the mystery? There's a lot of mystery behind this guy for having done a whole lot of could easily be our next week's guest on Football with the Fellas, for all I know. But so here's where I'm going to get controversial. What's wrong with Pat Shurmur or Ben McAdoo?
Well, Ben McAdoo, no, absolutely not. I don't want him in the building because he sat Eli.
Because I agree.
That's it. I agree. That's it. He sat Eli, broke the streak for no good reason at all.
It was him. Wow.
Oh, what do you mean? Well, for no good reason. What do you mean? For Geno Smith, that's why.
But, right, like I said, for no good reason at all.
But hear me out. But
we're talking about that Geno Smith wasn't the Geno Smith you see now.
Yeah. Listen, do I really think that Ben McAdoo is going to be the OC? No, I don't. But I'm telling you, he's on the Patriots staff. He was OCing for Bryce Young when he got good. He was revitalized Eli's career. This guy wore a big.
I disagree.
What part?
He made Eli switch feet. That's what he did. He made Eli switch which foot he drops back with. That was his biggest claim to fame.
On Eli's last year, the drop off after Ben McAdoo left for Eli.
You got it. If you got it.
No, but you think that was because of Ben McAdoo?
Well, I mean, look, he did. Okay, did he upend Tom Coughlin? I don't want to turn this into a pro Ben McAdoo thing. I am saying is that we're going to need a offensive professional OC. That's what I feel more comfortable with than Davis Mystery Webb. And Pat Shurmur, super boring. And
I could live with Pat Shurmur, to be honest. Pat Shurmur as OC, I could live with.
Yeah, and
I don't want McAdoo in the building. But
what about the Commanders OC?
Kingsbury.
Yeah. What about him?
I could live with him.
Yeah,
I would be fine with that.
I think he can open up. He can open up the offense especially with 2 All-Pro receivers on his right and left. I like that. Just me.
I mean, I could right 2 All-Pro receivers.
And with solid tight end room. It's just me.
Yeah, I mean, Davis Webb could do that job. You don't need to overpay for somebody if you got all that.
What did Zach Ertz do under Cliff Kingsbury his first year there with, good?
Yeah, he did. There's a lot of names. I'm less worried, to be honest, about the offensive coordinator now that we have this head coach. I was a little concerned. I'm still a little nervous about the fact that we hired a defensive coordinator from the Titans.
Which is what I was going to mind.
Didn't we just do that?
Really?
So that made me nervous.
Go ahead, Casey.
But okay.
I mean, can we get away from the Titans, for God's sakes? We're like, what are we doing here? We're just flying back and forth between JFK and Nashville all day between used parts. Shane Bowen was from the Titans. This guy is from the Titans. He ran the 31st ranked defense. Brian Dable is picking up and moving to no income tax Nashville. What are we doing with the Titans, for God's sakes?
Yeah, really.
Yes,
I didn't realize that pattern. I did not realize that pattern.
Yeah, wow. That's not okay. That's not okay. If there's any team that you want to start, swapping with, it's not the team that's almost as bad as you are. Let's do that with the Chiefs. Let's do that with with a team that goes to the playoffs every year.
Yeah. Now we're getting exactly.
But okay. So we have 9 former Ravens coaches. We still need an offensive coordinator. We still need an inside linebacker coach. We still need an offensive line coach, and we still need a quarterbacks coach. I would take Davis Webb as a quarterbacks coach, but that's the job he already has. I don't think we can. I mean, Denver would have to let him out of the contract to make a lateral move like that. We could only poach him if we give him a title that's higher than the one he has now. Speaking of which, the special teams coach we hired, Chris Horton, who I know nothing about, but came from the Ravens, also is called the assistant head coach. That makes me a little nervous.
I didn't understand it. I've never heard that title before, and they made reference to it.
Mike Kafka was the assistant head coach. That's how we kept him from interviewing for other jobs before, when we still had him. So that's a thing, but it kind of suggests to me that our special teams, like if Harbaugh got sick one week and couldn't coach, that our special teams coach becomes the acting head coach. I'm not sure how strong that makes me, how much better I feel about that position than, say, if he gave it to Denard Wilson, the new DC, or whoever the OC becomes.
Two things on Horton. One, he played on the Giants in 2016. And then the other piece is exactly what you just said, is that's how they get around this lateral move business.
Right.
Which is like another thing. And Clay's going to know and Mazel, you might know the answer to this too, but I do not. What the heck is a passing game coordinator? And how is that different in a running game coordinator? And how is that different?
So I think
what is that?
Casey, you picked on my point I was going to ask too, because I'm like, what the heck? Is this like that's like a flag football? That is a flag football position. I was trying to figure that out. It's like, are you just making up titles just to bring guys on the staff? What is that?
So I don't
know. What is that?
If you call someone wide receivers coach, for example, and
if
you call him wide receivers coach, then another team can steal him to be something higher than that. But if you call him, passing game coordinator, that's higher than, assistant wide receivers coach. So now for a team to steal him, they have to give him a title that's higher than that. So that's what that sounds like to me. If you already have an offensive coordinator and you already have a quarterbacks coach, if you're adding a passing game coordinator, then you're basically saying to someone, we don't want other teams to take you unless they make you offensive coordinator. So we're going to give you this, we want you to be basically the assistant quarterbacks coach, but we're going to give you a coordinator title. So that's a higher title than assistant coach. And now they can't just steal you. That's the only thing that makes sense to me.
Wow.
I want to go from Casey from the gym guest to fellas coordinator. What?
Exactly.
I mean, I agree with you.
This is like, what are we
doing? Those are like made up. That is a made up job.
What the heck?
The revival to come coach you. They have to step up your titles.
I'm not against made up jobs, but what the heck?
Listen, we also have wait, hold on. Football analyst is Noah Riley, also from the Ravens. We have director of coaching operations, Laura Young, who's been with the Giants for like 3 or 4 years now. We have all kinds of these like weird names that, strength and conditioning coach, sure, but we got like 5 of them. We've got all kinds of things. So I think it's really the Full Employment Act is in play here.
Yeah, I think
trying to make sure that everybody we like gets a check. Jesse Armstead is still the, reports to the general manager. He's like the assistant to the general manager. He's on the sidelines every week and he is at every press conference. I mean, he looks like he can still suit up, and we needed some help at the side linebacker. So I was really like, get the boy a uni.
Do we have the yoga? You laugh at me all the time, but do we have the yoga instructor? Because I'm always concerned about the guys with the soft tissue injuries. I'm always concerned about the flexibility. It's like with the Yankees, it happens all the time. These guys get those soft tissue injuries. Everyone laughs at them, but that is an important spot on that team. Because when you get a hamstring injury in football, you could be out a quarter of the games of the season.
Oh, yeah. No, absolutely. And again, we've got like 5 or 6 people in the strength and conditioning program. So hopefully one of them knows yoga.
Or at least how to stretch. Please.
Something.
Cold tubs.
Look, guys, we've been on this call for 45 minutes and I'm having a great time. I could go another 45, but Casey, I know you've got, other
obligations
to family and what have you.
This, that, and the other thing. Hopefully, my my little ones might show up asking for the remote in the beginning. I'm trying to let them know what things were happening there.
This is already going to be at least a 2-part episode, I'm sure, maybe 3. So
right.
All
Right.
good, all good.
All
But
good.
we will have you back. We will have you back.
Right.
Listen,
I'm signing off as fellas coordinator.
absolutely. We'll have you back soon. There's a Senior Bowl is about to kick off in about half an hour.
No making poetry in
There's
there.
free agency starting in a few weeks. There's lots to talk about. We'd love to have you back.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
Great. Thank you.
again, Clay from Brooklyn, football with the fellas. And who am I here with?
It's your man Mazo. It's all about Big Blue, baby. Hey, again,
Yes, sir.
Casey, we appreciate you coming on. Thank you for all your insight. And thank you for the backing of we need the wide receiver at number 5. I'm sorry. We need the wide receiver at number 5. Yeah.
I'm sorry. What position? I couldn't hear you.
Wide receiver. Wide open. Oh, and
So-
before we go, for all of you, our viewers, please take a moment to like and
thank you.
subscribe, and
about
leave a comment about, what we talked about today. Do you want a defensive guy? Do you want an offensive guy? And who should our OC be? Put that down in the comments. Let us know who the OC should be for the New York Giants for this coming year. Hey, again, this is our Cancun time. This is the Giants. We celebrate the offseason. And here we go. We're in the offseason. A 4-win team, like Casey said, a 4-win team, and we're just going crazy about it. Hey, we appreciate you, fans. Remember, it's all about Big Blue. Until next time, y'all. Peace.